In today's lesson, we'll be learning how to solve equations using addition and subtraction. In our first example, we want to solve x minus 2 equals 6. The first thing you want to do is rewrite the question. Next, you want to see if you can simplify anything on the left side or right side of the equation. Since everything on the left side are unlike terms, we're just going to leave them. And 6 is all by itself, so we're going to leave that as well. At this point, we want to locate the variable which we are solving for, and that variable is x. We want to isolate x, however, x is not isolated right now. It is stuck with subtract 2. To get rid of the subtract 2, we need to add 2 to both sides of the equation. So that becomes x minus 2 plus 2 equals 6 plus 2. Subtract 2 plus 2 cancels out, which just leaves us x, and 6 plus 2 is 8. Therefore, x is equal to 8. In our second example, we want to solve x plus 3 equals 5. The first thing you want to do is rewrite the question. Next, we want to simplify the left side of the equation and the right side of the equation. Since everything on the left side of the equation are unlike terms, we're just going to leave them as is. And 5 is all by itself, so we're going to leave that as well. We want to solve for x. In other words, we want to isolate x. However, x is not isolated. X is stuck with plus 3. To get rid of plus 3, you need to subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. So that becomes x plus 3 subtract 3, which is equal to 5 subtract 3. The plus 3 subtract 3 cancels out, which leaves us with x, and 5 minus 3 is 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2. In our last example, we want to solve and check g minus 3.4 equals negative 1.6. The first thing you want to do is rewrite the question. Next, we want to simplify the left side of the equation and the right side of the equation. Since everything on the left side of the equation are unlike terms, we're going to leave them as is. And since negative 1.6 is all by itself, we're going to leave that as well. We want to solve for g. In other words, we want to isolate g. However, g is stuck with negative 3.4. So we need to add 3.4 to both sides of the equation. That gives us g minus 3.4 plus 3.4, which is equal to negative 1.6 plus 3.4. So the negative 3.4 plus 3.4 cancels out, which leaves us with just g, and negative 1.6 plus 3.4 is positive 1.8. Therefore, g is equal to 1.8. However, we're not done yet. We need to check to see if g equals 1.8 is correct. That means we're going to have to do a left side equals right side check. The left side of the equation is equal to g subtract 3.4, while the right side of the equation is equal to negative 1.6. On the left side of the equation, I'm going to substitute in g equals 1.8. I'm going to make a note of that. So instead of writing g, I'm going to write 1.8 in brackets. And 1.8 subtract 3.4 is negative 1.6. And as you can see, both the left side and right side of the equation are equal. So I'm going to make a little concluding statement. Since left side is equal to right side, therefore, g, which is equal to 1.8, is correct. And that is how you check to see if your solution is correct.